Why? You should subscribe to the Monaresclub. Because the Principal of Saiyans told you to, idiot. Bye.
Bringing you another deck profile here today. Going to be going over the Expert deck. Cell that just came out, the reboot one from set 2. I really liked playing this leader back in the day. I was very excited when this leader got announced. Took me a little while to find all the ratios I really liked with him, but I think I finally landed on a good formula, and I just wanted to share that with you guys today. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, so we can keep bringing you more amazing Dragon Ball Super content, more deck profiles, gameplay, all that kind of good stuff. Alright, so to start off, the leader now has a new awakening condition on the front. You can awaken him when your life's at 4 or less, or if there are 3 or more cards under him, you can draw 1, untap 1, and then go down to 5 life, which is really good, because that sets you up for homicidal clones automatically by putting you at 5 life. And obviously homicidal clones is one of the best negates in the game. He also has a cool new draw mechanism on the front. Activate main once per turn. You can place an android from under your hand under him, draw a card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost 3 or less, and KO it. On the back side, he gets even better. He has an auto, place an android from your hand under him. When he attacks, draw 2, so you get a bunch of card filtering. And he also has an activate main. Once per turn, place 2 cards from under him in the owner's drop area. Choose one of your opponent's battle cards, KO it. That can be of any cost. It doesn't get around barrier, but it KOs anything else, which is just crazy for a once per turn. And it gives him plus 20k in crit for the turn, so it gives you really good pressure to either take out unisons or just pressure your opponent with crit 20k. Very, very good leader. Extremely good reboot. The main engine, we've got 4 of both of the 1-drop cells. I was messing around with different numbers, but I just like the consistency. You really want to open with one of these guys to make sure that your chain can start going, especially since they're both hard once per turns on the Union Absorb. And you can free play both of them pretty easily using their effects. This one you can free play if you have a unison in play and your opponent has no battle cards in play, which your leader skill is really good at clearing your opponent's board early. And then this one you can free play if you KO an opponent's battle card by a skill. Both of them are really easy to play off of the leader, or you can just hard cast them too because they only cost 1. Both of them have the same Union Absorb limit 1. Put an Android 17 under them from your hand or drop area and go into the next part of the chain. Notably, these are both limit 1s, but since they have different names, you can activate both of these once per turn because they're different cards. Next part of the chain, we've got 4 of the 4-drop, Cell Dawn of Despair. We're not using the old 4-drop, I don't think it's worth using. This one's just incredible. He's a 16k barrier, so he's really hard to out. And then when he's played from the hand or deck, you get to draw a card. Not from the drop area, unfortunately, but if he's hand or deck, he gets to draw a card. And then he has the Union Absorb limit 1, absorb an Android 18, and then you go into the 8-drop. Which will be the Cell Unending Torrent, which we're just playing 3 of. You don't really need a 4th one. You can sometimes get up to 3 of these in play, but you almost never have the opportunity to get a 4th one in play. And generally, you're just going to be cycling between 1 or 2 of them anyway. This card's incredible, by the way. He just does almost everything you could possibly want. He's got blocker. He's a 20k blocker. He has a permanent that's just insane, where if he'd be removed from your battle area by an opponent's skill, you can place 2 cards from under him in the drop area instead. It's just absolutely fantastic protection, almost impossible to get rid of outside of red. Unfortunately, red can just minus him to clear him, but you know, what can you do? Red's just that good. He's also got an activate battle once per turn. You can place a card from under him in the drop area to restand him, so you can make him attack twice or block twice, or attack once and block once. Just incredibly good. Just an awesome boss monster. Pairs extremely well with Dormant Potential Unleashed as well. So that's our main game plan of the deck, is to revolve around those guys. Then we have all of the Union Absorb targets. So we have 4 Android 17, Absorption Imminent. He comes into play, digs 5 for a green android and puts it into your hand. You can also once per turn place him under your leader card from the battle area, so that helps accelerate your awakening, helps get you to that turn 2 awaken. And he also tutors top 5 for any green android. It doesn't have a specified cost, so you can find your secret rare. 4 Android 18 Absorption Imminent. This just comes into play, draws a card, and has the same activate main, place it under your leader card. and then 4 of the duo. So this is nice because it acts as both names, so it can be kind of a wild card for your Union Absorb. It also is a critical that can come into play for free if you KO an opponent's battle card, and can also slip under the leader, so very, very strong. Alright, for the rest of the deck, we've got the package here of 2 Wretched Regeneration, 2 Perfect Force Cell. So this one, it's an activate main 4, but you do have to pay the specified cost as well because it's an extra card. So for 5, you can essentially lets you play this card from underneath your leader. If you don't know what this card does, this is an old super rare from set 2. When he's got double strike and when he comes into play, it sets your opponent down to 3 cards in hand, which is just phenomenal. For hand control, your game plan is going to revolve around getting this under your leader, and then on turn 5, stalling out till turn 5, playing Wretched Regeneration, playing this out, discarding them down to 3, discarding the last 3 from their hand, and just killing them in one go. Really strong. Also has a counterattack effect if you really need it, but ideally we're just going to be using it to spam Perfect Force Cell out. The 2-2 split's been pretty good with that. I wouldn't want to really play too many more because they can be kind of bricky. Then our secret rare is Cell Unspeakable Abomination. We can set up the successor with this pretty easily because you can just have an 8-drop and a 4-drop from the main chain in play, or you can have a Perfect Force Cell plus a Charismatic Villain in play, and that sets you up. If you set them down to 3 cards in hand with Perfect Force Cell, and then play this on turn 5, it puts them down to 0 cards in hand, and then you get a quad strike that you can use to finish them off. Just really just kind of the perfect boss monster for the deck. Unison package, we've got 4 Vegito. This came in the Ultimate deck, and it's just incredible. It's a reprint from set 11, but it does come in the Ultimate deck as well. It's just really good for the deck because it not only it has a draw synergy, because every time you activate Union once per turn you get to draw a card, which is just fantastic. It keeps your hand advantage up really high, especially with the 4-drop, because both of them draw you a card. So it essentially gives you a pot of greed once per turn just for Union absorbing. It also upticks for 2. It gives your mono green battle cards revenge, unfortunately, not just your green, so your Cell blocker doesn't gain revenge. That would have been incredible, but say lovey. And then the ultimate is honestly really strong in this deck because we're really good at protecting it. It lets you -7. Your opponent discards 3 cards from their hand, and then you look at their life and crit one of them. So once you set up with Perfect Force Cell, this is another way to just rip their entire hand apart. If they're, you can set them from 4 to 0 really easily between your leader, this, and this. You can set them down to 3 cards in hand with Perfect Force Cell. Take their 3 out of their hand with Vegito's -7, crit a life, so they go down to 3. If they were at 4, they go down to 3. Give your leader critical, swing, they won't have anything to defend with, so that puts them down to 2, and then you can double strike them out with this. So that's kind of like your main wombo combo outside of using your secret rare. Just really good, and we're really good at just keeping the Unison in play. You really want the Unison on turn 2 to just start upticking and giving it markers. 4 Charismatic Villain, it's just a staple, incredible card. If only it were an android, it would be even better. 4 Dormant Potential Unleashed. This is probably the best deck I've ever seen at abusing Dormant Potential Unleashed because you have a blocker that can block twice and also protects itself, so they can't really clear it outside of combat. So you can just kind of they go attack, you go dormant, block with the 8-drop. Block with the 8-drop. Because this doesn't negate the attack, you just let it through and then do your blocker. And then you can activate Battle, restand it, and then block the next attack too. So it's just incredibly stupid. Just the best dormant spam deck I've ever played, and it's just not even close. Then to keep our Unison protected, we've got 4 Homicidal Clones because we do set down to 5 life. Our ideal turn 2, we're going to play out the Unison on turn 2, go down to 5, and then that leaves us up with Homicidal Clones if we don't want to spend a dormant just yet to help keep our Unison healthy to get down to that ultimate. And then lastly, we have 4 Great Saiyaman, Vanquisher of Villainy. He's not tutorable. I was playing the Android 18 because he was tutorable off of the Android 17, but you just don't care about their hand in this deck. You're not really a hand control deck. You just want to set them down to 3 cards in hand on your turn 5 and then just take all the rest of the cards out of their hand instead with one big combo rather than just chipping away at their hand. So the Vanquisher is really nice to get your pieces back in the deck to keep Union absorbing with. Yeah, that's the main deck. I'll go over my side deck real quick. We're kind of starting up a new format. I am recording this just before Realm of the Gods pre-release, but this is what the side I've been working with. I've got 2 Focused Breakthrough. This is really important for Universe 7 because you can hit their Counterplay Videl, because their Counterplay Videl can just kill this for free. It really sucks. 1 Realm of the Gods Champa Destroys for the aggro matchups. 2 King Vegeta Invasions Command. This is really nice for like Trunks to get rid of all of their stupid barrier cards they have in play. 2 Blue Impulse. This is nice for like anything that's just kind of spamming on your turn. We got 2 Koitsukai, just kind of catch-all generic thing for decks that want to spam on your turn. There's no more King Piccolo, but it can just be nice. You're generally not deciding in a ton of cards anyway because your deck space is so tight. 2 Son Gohan Hidden Might. I just wanted more barrier removal, and he's a nice one to just kind of deal with that. We've got 3 Big More for all the the matchups where it's really good. U7 was Gogeta, but there's no more Gogeta in the format. But there's always something Big More is good against. And then 1 Android 20 Vial Creator just for when you want to go a little bit faster and play more of an aggro role. Like you don't think the Dormant Loop's gonna really get you there to. So you can just kind of cheese them out with Android 20 instead. This is really nice too because it's an Android and it gives it double strike for the turn. So if you do it on your 8-drop, he becomes a 25k double strike for the turn. So you get 2 attacks with that. It's really, really strong. But yeah, that's the deck, guys. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I think it's real neat. I honestly don't know if I'd even add the new card that's coming out in Ultimate Squad, but we'll see. The deck space is really tight. We're at 52 cards right now, and I want to play 4 of everything that's in there right now, so it's kind of hard to make room. Anyway, thanks for checking out the profile, guys. If you have any questions, hit us up in the comment section below. We love hearing from you, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.